I'm so sorry, sir. Please don't. Oh, it's only you, Monocate. For a moment there, I thought my heart was about to fail me. I thought the angry miner had returned. Gigi wasn't pleased with the ore the miner brought in, you see, and he made this sentiment clear in the only way he knows how. There was mention of the miner's mother and an old coat. Ahem. Never mind that. I have an urgent task for you. We've just received an order for a prodigious quantity of copper rings, and I'd like you to handle it. Now, this is an honest-to-God's commission, Monocate. You'll have to satisfy a paying customer, not your kind and lovely guildmaster. But I believe that you can do more than simply satisfy. Now, the customer's waiting, so you'd best get started on those copper rings. When you're ready, come and show them to me, just for good measure. So, are the rings ready yet? Nah, GG, copper rings, I've seen worse. Oh, Gigi, must you always be so? Wait a minute. Did you just say that you've seen worse? Monocate, that's as good as a compliment coming from him. I mean, when you consider what a scathing critic he usually is, perhaps the fact that he's not saying anything more insulting is a sign he likes it. After all, he's called your previous work utter garbage and an affront to the gods themselves. I half expected him to call these rings abysmal failures. Oh, I probably should take this opportunity to teach you a thing or two about what you've made. Copper rings are, rings made of copper. They can be used to make chains and, chainmail. You probably knew all that. Anyway, Monocate, I would like you to deliver these rings to the client personally. I would handle it myself, but I believe it's very important that you learn how to deal with customers firsthand. The client is a Sultan Sworn named Robert, who should be waiting outside the guild right about now. I told him he could wait inside, but he said he didn't want to distract the goldsmiths at their work, not that I would just mind a distraction like that. You're a goldsmith, aren't you? Did Mr. Serendipity send you? Yes, these will serve nicely. Keeping the Sultana from harm is perilous business, you see, and we Sultan Sworn can never have enough supplies to keep our equipment in serviceable condition. You may inform Serendipity that she can expect full payment soon, and that I send her my fondest regards. Do remember to send Mistress Serendipity my fondest regards. My thanks again for the copper rings. How did it go, Monocate? What did he say about me? I mean, about your work. Oh, anyway, seeing how well your first commission went, I have high hopes for those to come. In fact, why don't you speak with Eustache down at the Quicksand and see what work is available for a goldsmith? Yes, I believe you're quite ready to handle commissions independently of my supervision. Take yourself to the Adventurers Guild and try taking a task or two. Now let's do a few more leaves before we return to the last job quest before the main quest. In times such as these, the best of the common folk seek comfort in small things, and the worst in ways outsized and gross. There's always much coin to gain from serving the former, for they are the heart of this world. There is comfort in things well made, even in the copper baubles you are to deliver. Ashkana's been contracted by the Colosseum management to supply ramhorn claws. They will apparently be used in a series of novelty fights between gladiators and rams. One doesn't know whether to be alarmed or amused at the thought. They'll no doubt pack the arena. Yes, Monocate, yes. The aura of power surrounding you is palpable. The glare begins to blind my thaumaturge's eye. Your lesson today shall be taught by Kokobani. Go to him and hear from the chapter entitled The Threat of Paupacity. Paucity even. Aha! So, Monegate, you have come to learn at the foot of the third eldest brother, have you? I promise you, however, your education shall not be third-rate. Let us read from the second chapter, shall we? Are you settled? No last-moment trips to the privy? Very well. The threat of paucity. Ah, how magnificent the ruthless power we wield! Flame devours, ice entombs, and lightning courses through the stricken bodies of our foes. But oh, such desperation when the wellspring runs dry, flame sputters out, ice melts into slush, and lightning sparks no longer. Know you this threat, and mind you the limits of your mortal vessel. A terrifying thought, isn't it? A thaumaturge who has exhausted her arcane reserves is naught but a woman with a stick and a funny hat. For we mages, you may as well equate the etheric energy flowing through our veins with our very lifeblood. Should a battle find us lacking in this precious resource, we are as good as dead. Controlling the expenditure of your power requires an understanding of etheric balance. The scales can tip in one or two directions, astrally or umbrally. When your mind and spirit lean in an umbral direction, your thaumaturgy is affected by a state known as umbral ice. The potency of your spells is diminished, but they also require less energy to invoke. On the other hand, a thaumaturge in the astral fire state will find the potency of her incantations enhanced, but at a greater cost to her etheric stamina. Now, with the concepts of etheric balance and efficient casting foremost in your mind, I bid you go forth and slay 8 efts. Pray do your best to stay alive. It reflects badly on me when the mauled corpse of one of my pupils is returned to the ossuary. Judge me by my stature, do you? You'll not be so dismissive once I ensorcel you with somnolence and scrawl obscenities on your face with demon blood ink. Ha! Like Jigglypuff. Aha! You arrive before me upright and breathing. Wonderful! It's so much simpler to pose questions to a student without having to resort to necromantic divination. Tell me, Monegate, what action would you take if you found your thaumaturgical endurance exhausted in the midst of battle? Flee. Oh-ho! Most practical indeed. A discreet withdrawal to await the replenishment of your energies is a sound strategy, but should there be nowhere left to run, a vial of ether can be your stoutest ally. Ah, ether, the draught of the gods. With thaumaturges indeed, any who practice the arts of arcane manipulation, values this substance above all others. Thus it was with unbridled fury that we received the most recent report of beastman activity. It seems an Amaltia raiding party has attacked a caravan on the trade routes and made off with an entire crate of precious ether. The time has come for you to put your new knowledge to test, annihilate these Amaltia bandits, and retrieve the cargo of ether-filled vials. According to the report, their armored war transport was last spotted to the south of Drybone. Ah, and I believe Kokobuki has an additional request. While you are busy incinerating Amaltia, be sure to collect some samples of their blood, assuming you can draw any from their smoking remains. Now, let's turn in the last job quest before returning to the main quest. Do I detect the scent of aether? And I trust that stench is Amalj'aa blood. A sturdy wooden crate filled with bottles of ether and copious amounts of packing hay. This malodorous lifeblood is so dark a red, it almost appears black. Oh, 10 vials, 20, 30. The sight of so much ether is just so very comforting. What have we here, Kokobani? Is this the crate that was stolen? I see Monocate's lessons have had the desired effect. I will assume the vile, viscous liquid you have there is beastman blood. Kokobussi's should be pleased. Kokobuki, you left word for me to visit the ossuary. Have you finally decided to begin my training in thaumaturgy? Ah, Kokobussi, good of you to come. Monocate here was kind enough to obtain a supply of Amalj'aa blood for you. An alchemist acquaintance of mine explained how you had been using the substance in your research to create a mana-amplifying elixir. Naturally, we are most interested in the results of such experiments, so you see, Bussy, your work as an alchemist already puts you in a position to work alongside us. You needn't become a thaumaturge to be part of our family. That's right, Bussy. Besides, the battlefield is a dangerous place, and our skills are not exactly suited to keeping others safe from harm. I see. This is but another attempt to dissuade me from pursuing my true calling. I do not want to cheer you on from the safety of my workbench. I want to fight at your side. But, Bussy, we cannot stand the thought of you being harmed. Pray do not do anything foolish. I do apologize, brother. I sometimes forget how difficult it must be, not having a natural aptitude for the arcane arts. As I mentioned before, Monocate, Kokobussi is dangerously unsuited to the wielding of thaumaturgy. Even with the proper training, he would be unable to cast magics as we can. Were he to attempt to force a manifestation of power, the strain on his etheric reserves would likely kill him. But let us not dwell in this unpleasant circumstance, for you, on the other hand, are brimming with thaumaturgic potential. Remain diligent in your studies, and do not cease in your efforts to expand the wellspring of your power. And we're done. I'm going to do one more leave and then call it a day for this part. A quick word, friend. This needs a light touch. Need a necklace. It's made ye long out of bone. And then, cursed. See the reward? That's why I don't ask the customer what this is about. And you don't ask me who the customer is. Let's get this bit of business done as fast. Eh? They always use a bit of odd wording with those leave quests. On the one hand, I like the flowery language, but if English isn't your native language, it's not easy to read it out loud. Anyway, I'm going to finish this one off screen, and I'll see you in the next part when we continue with the main quest. See ya!